Mindfulness and what we do here in these sessions is all about being in the present moment, and the way we do that is through the body, experiencing what the body is feeling, hearing, seeing, tasting, touching, doing, like breathing. So what we're going to do today is start with mindful breathing, and then we're going to end with this short meditation practice that's all about the expansion into the now. So it's said being in the now is the true place of power, of healing, truth and joy, all of those great things. The expansion idea will go kind of one step further than this to reach out to what else is available to us right now. So going beyond our limit to experience more of this moment and what we're about right now. And it's one of my favourite practices to do at the moment on a daily basis. So it's to kind of give you more of an idea of that experience of being truly, totally now in all ways. So we're going to make a start. You are absolutely welcome to lie on the floor, and if you do, you're going to lie on your back, face up with your palms just facing upwards and just slightly away from your body. Or you can sit down, you can sit on the floor, doing whatever's comfortable for you now. Then we are just going to close our eyes. And what I want you to do is just check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how are you doing right now? How are you now? What's the answer? Are you tired, frustrated, stressed, happy? Just give it a name. So let's just allow ourselves to come into this moment now by taking the deepest breath you've taken all day, filling your lungs. And breathe out all in one go, taking a lovely big sigh. And take one more of those, and filling your lungs as far and deeply as you can, and breathe out all in one go, feeling the belly fall back. And take one more of those, and maybe you want to take another one. And just notice what that's done to you. Just notice if you're more fully here, present in this moment now. Just after doing those simple deep breaths. And now bring your attention to the face and the jaw. Now, what is your jaw doing? Is it tensed? Getting ready to speak? Allow it to relax. You might want to give it a wiggle. Move it around a bit and then just allow that to relax. Fatten your tongue. Soften your cheeks. See if you can soften your brow line, ironing out any frowns. And now just noticing that you are breathing in and out. This is my in-breath. This is my out-breath. This is my in-breath. This is my out-breath. This is my in-breath. This is my out-breath. And just notice that for a few rounds, repeating that. On the in-breath, repeating, this is my in-breath. On the out-breath, repeating, this is my out-breath. And what you'll notice is as you do that, the breath might change a little bit. It might start to lengthen and deepen. It might not. You are just noticing what it's doing. Now, let's allow that to lengthen and deepen now. So let's take our full, complete breath now. Breathe in and expand the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And breathe out. Collarbones, ribs and belly fall back. Taking our full, complete breath all the way from the belly to the ribs, to the collarbones, taking the full, complete breath out. The collarbones drop, the ribs drop, the belly drops. Taking a few rounds of that complete breath from the belly into the ribs, feeling the collarbones rise and out the collarbones, ribs and belly drops, and you're establishing your own rhythm, what's comfortable and right for you today. If you've been very stressed today, the breath can get stuck in the chest area, so we're just allowing it, just easing it out, just giving our lungs a chance to fill up, to relax, to push the breath into new places today. And now as the lungs fill from the belly to the collarbones, we notice those stuck places. So there's a little part where sometimes the breath just seems to stick. And we need to skip over the gap in the bridge. And we do that by finding a new place to fill them. So we concentrate breathing into a different part of them, like the back of the lungs. Something we don't ordinarily do, but where we hold most of our lung tissue. So we allow that to happen now. Finding the resistance, finding the stuck bits, and just pushing the breath around them so we can still fully, completely breathe. And the more you do this, the more you'll notice those sticky places become unstuck over time. The parts of the lungs that seem to have been inaccessible slowly, slowly open up. And as you breathe like this, can you feel the diaphragm billow out and down on the in-breath, and then suck in upwards on your out-breath? Can you actually feel that? See if you can really tune into that and feel that. And if any part of you feels squeamish, you might just want to notice that, where that's coming from. And as you do that and really tune into it, the side waist expands with every in-breath. You feel the diaphragm push down and then fold inwards on the out-breath. And the belly drifts upwards and downwards as you do this, ebbing and flowing in its own natural rhythm. And just notice how you feel. What effects has that had on your body, on your mind? And now we're fully present. So we're going to use some visualization. So maintain a nice deep breath. And now this focus that we've cultivated is going to come to the point between the eyebrows. And see it invert deeper into the brain, right into the center of your head. As if a wave of the sea. And this wave travels down the spine, the very center of your system, and it falls in a wave to rest at the base of your spine. And now breathe that awareness up and down your spine like a wave, just falling up and down. And just let it rest somewhere intuitively right for you, in between the point, deep at the center of the brain, or the spot at the base of your tailbone. Allow your attention and focus just to settle somewhere in between those two spots, or even at one of them. so at your tailbone or in your head. And now just breathe into that area, that space that you've chosen. Maybe you want to change it once you're here, but just breathe into that and notice what's there. What's here today in this special spot that you've chosen to bring your awareness to within you today. And just spend a few moments breathing into that. Your breath is deep and regular after the practice we did at the start of the session. So the focus is now more intently on this spot, where you're placing your awareness now. It's a place that calls to you, where you feel comfortable resting for a few moments. What we're going to do now is call all parts of us back from the past and future, from past mishaps and future projects or worries to right now, to this spot. So let's just go with that. Let's just see what happens. Just calling back, allowing back all the energy, all the thoughts, all the wishes, all the regrets back to you. So we're not asking for these situations or worries back. It's more the energy that we put into them. All those things that we can't control. Not the situations, but letting go of the control of them. Just allowing them to come back, even the things that we forecast, that we worry about for the future. The moment is now. So we bring them all back into this place, folding them in with every in-breath. And they're just called back to this place. And they're consumed, sucked back into this place with every in-breath. All those scattered thoughts, plans and projects, losses and regrets into this focal spot that you've chosen to give attention to. And breathing in and feeling yourself, experiencing yourself get bigger, fortified, nourished, as this all returns to you, calling all your awareness back here, now. And as that stuff returns to you, is there anything you just want to drop now? Just dropping into the earth. Something you don't need, allowing it to be recycled into compost. You cannot control tomorrow, but you can enjoy this moment. So be here, free of all your distractions, experiencing this peace. Be here. And really enjoy this moment. And now let's come back to our focal point, the place where our attention, our awareness internally rests now. And see this area expand. With every breath, you're expanding this area. Just allowing that to happen at a speed that's organic and natural to you. And then after a while, it expands past the contours of your body. And maybe you want to bring your attention a foot below you and expand that area into there. And maybe you want to do the same above and to the sides of you. Just expanding yourself, really filling the space out. Welcome and worthy in this moment, allowed to be here. And just keep going until you feel expanded, fuller, nourished. And then go a bit further, expanding into every opportunity available to you now, into everything that's here for you now, into your fullness and all possibilities for you. And then simply be here. Simply enjoy this. Enjoy this expansion. Enjoy this moment. Simply be here in your own creative bubble that you've fostered for yourself. And just spend a few more moments, a few more rounds of breath, just enjoying this, being fully present, completely here, expanded into this moment now. And now finish up your last moment here. One big, deep, juicy in-breath, filling that space. And one deep out-breath, completely filling that space. And now do you want to stay in this expansive state? Or do you want to just pull it in a bit? Make that decision now, what's right for you. And now let's come back gently to the sensation of us breathing. So swimming back up through the layers of our awareness, slowly feeling the belly, ribs and collarbones rise and fall again with our deep, more relaxed breath. And feeling the ebb and flow of the belly and the lungs and the collarbones rise and fall with every breath. And very gently, let's bring our awareness back to our bodies, noticing the hips, the belly, the shoulders and the back, wherever they rest or lie. Feeling the temperature of our face, noticing if a frown has crept in, noticing if the fingers or the toes are gripping. And just before you come back properly, just notice how you feel now, emotionally, mentally. How are you feeling? How are you doing now? Has that practice made any difference? Do you feel more present and alert now? Do you feel grounded and energized? Just notice that. And then when you're ready, if you're lying down, roll over to any side, it doesn't matter which one, and then slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. And if you're sitting, you can just softly open your eyes when you're ready. And that's the end of today's practice. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed leading that and sharing one of my personal practices with you. I hope it was beneficial to you, and I'd love to hear how you got on.